Because I think that you need to discuss with your kids the real.
But no matter what you discuss, they're going to do what they want to do. Case in point, why we're here now.
Very true. Very true. But at least I don't have, nobody can call me grandma.
That's true.
So I think there's a win in this situation.
So everybody, just sit down and enjoy the footage.
Bang up job, buddy.
Thank you, Papa
Real
Do.
Star, if I ever saw it. Star.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Mother to Son. I'm Chaya, the mother.
I'm Chris, the son.
So today's topic is dating in 2020.
My favorite.
So, Chris here is 21 this year.
I'm 21 this year. Teeth in the tongue.
So, the teeth in the tongue, the tip, the lips. So Chris is 21, and this year has been a little rough.
Sucked.
This year has been rough.
Yeah.
2020 has been a year for the books, the textbooks, the encyclopedias.
Yeah.
This is going to go down in history.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Maybe.
this year started off, horrible.
I think it started off great.
Well, I mean, it started off great, but then at the end of January, we had the situation with Kobe. And then, we tried to muster up some type of, when you turn 21, I think that was an auspicious occasion,
I don't even know how to spell auspicious.
Well,
dating
in 2020. What you got to say about that, Jack? Oops. I feel like I'm looking at myself.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird because I'm sitting next to you.
Yeah.
But then I'm trying to look at you through here.
Yeah.
And it's weird. Zoom. This is the problem with 2020
Zoom.
here. This right here.
I like
exactly
to get away. I should have bought stock in it.
Zoom? Nobody even knew what it was.
No, it's been around. So dating life in 2020 with pandemic, masks, and quarantine.
It's been fantastic.
It's been a doozy.
Got a lot
done. What would you say dating was like in 2020?
As a 21-year-old, it's easy now to say that it's very draining.
How so, cuz?
Well, in conjunction with the fact that I'm already a 75-year-old man at heart. And I'm already very averse to being around people. I find it very difficult to try to date at this age.
And cultivate relationships, you think?
Yeah, like, I don't like you. That's really...
I don't think you're talking about me.
No, not you. Not you. I love you.
Okay.
It's the females that I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you think that females in your age bracket are mentally able to deal with your sarcasm, your very dry humor, your almost somewhat introverted behavior at times?
Very introverted.
You think that just verted?
No.
Okay. So you think they could deal with it?
Are you gonna like blur my face and alter my voice when it comes in? We'll talk about it. It's all right.
I'll just go like this.
That actually is perfect. I was thinking about this. Okay. No.
Right. So the answer is just no.
Yeah, that's
Okay. No explanation. Just no.
mm-mm.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, okay, you want an explanation as to
Yes,
why?
I
Okay,
would like.
okay.
I would like.
I think this is a testament kind of to the conversation that we were having. No, okay, we weren't having this conversation. It's a thought that I had earlier, where we tend to get at each other a lot within the family. Not in a harmful way, but like honesty.
Yes. We're very honest in this
Yeah.
family.
Yeah. If you think you're gonna go throughout the day without something getting spoken on that you didn't want to get spoken on, you're fooling yourself.
A card pulling family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And no age bracket is
that's actually hilarious. Yeah, no.
There nobody is what's the word I'm looking for?
Excluded.
Excluded. No age bracket is excluded. Omitted from the card pulling.
It's a shock that we have any cards left. Yeah, that's part of the reason.
Spades. It's like, you know. Yeah.
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 But yeah, that plays a huge role in my way of being in a relationship. Like you said, I'm very dry, sarcastic.
But extremely talented.
Oh, stop.
Extremely handsome. Well, what can I say? You know, I would tend to think sometimes that you need to date an older woman.
That doesn't necessarily mean anything.
You're right, because there's older women that are just as flaky.
Yeah.
But I think now, like the whole dating thing, like even some of your aunts, they talk about how nobody's doing the dating now. It's like, let me just come over your house. You know, that part is really missing. But I don't think that you had that problem when you were dating.
What's the problem here?
What do you mean?
No, you said I didn't have that problem. No problem.
About, taking your significant other out.
Oh, yeah. I was really good with that. I'm a very good date person. I'm a great date person. In all honesty. Yeah.
I think so.
I think I'm a pretty good date person as far as dates go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't just go out to Dunkin' Donuts and get a
love
latte?
Dunkin' Donuts as much as the next guy, and lattes.
Well, now you can't sit down inside restaurants, and now it's too cold on the East Coast to even.
Perfect introvert weather.
Perfect introvert weather.
Perfect introvert weather.
Perfect mother to son weather.
I'd say so.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know how to say this, but you haven't always made the right decisions.
No. Yeah.
When it came to matters of the heart.
Terrible decisions, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I found?
What did you find?
Probably I didn't find, or maybe I did find. I didn't discover it, but I found it. Important.
Bars.
There we go.
Yeah.
That in those situations, I tried to think with the heart. Boom.
And
Boom.
not with the mind.
Boom.
That's like your aunt's clothing line. You got to use your heart less.
Double entendre because.
Double entendre.
Wow, didn't even know.
Use your heart less. I should have wore the shirt.
Yeah, I have it.
You really didn't make good decisions.
Not at all.
When it came to matters of the heart. No. And
what was it like on your end watching that as a parent?
I let you live. You know, I try to let you live and try to let you make your own decisions. Clearly, I voice my opinion.
Yeah.
And I feel I have the right to do so, whether you like it or not. I do that with everybody, you know.
That's true.
You know, you can take it or leave it. But I'm going to say it, you know. Now, people can say that maybe I'm a little too vocal about certain things. But when it comes to people that I love, I'm mama bear, you know. And I really believe that after this last one,
Mhm.
I'm not getting involved with nobody. I will say hello. How are you? Would you like a biscuit or some tea? You know, but as far as me getting my heart involved in it, I can't.
Interesting.
I can't do that
Okay,
anymore.
Why?
You want to unpack that?
I do a little bit.
Because I am a woman, I'm a mother, and our family, including all your aunts and uncles and your cousins and all good stuff across the board, when we bring somebody around, they're going to embrace the person. Now, granted, they're going to give them the whole background check.
Mm-hmm.
They got to get vetted. There's a family vetting process that it goes down in this clan,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And once they get vetted and we, you know, accept them into the fold, like it was like I had a daughter. Like that was what everybody thought. Everybody thought that was my child. You know what I mean? And I, you know, I love her, you know, but clearly you guys didn't work out. So now I'm just like, I lost a child.
No, I mean,
What?
no, I had nothing.
No, I'm serious. It was, you know, Nana had a granddaughter, and I've never had any girls. So because I didn't have any girls, it was very hard to.
Yeah. I get it.
And that's just for me. And I didn't spend nearly as much time as you did. So clearly I know that there was some effect on you.
This much is true. This much is true.
But see, one thing I always said to you, when I noticed that you was getting real Carl Thomas in the situation, and you were like,
When was this?
the most recent situation, and you were away at college, or you were going to college.
Okay.
And I was just like, you know what? I know you are really into, you know, but I think that because of the fact that you're going away, you know, just live a little. And if it's meant to be, it'll be, you know, regardless. But no, you didn't want to listen. You didn't want to listen. And now we're here years later, 2020 pandemic quarantine.
And I have several bags under my eyes. That's the result, really. Yeah. Like, you know, when trees get older, they start getting the rings in the trunk. These things.
Hermes. Birkin.
Yeah.
Chanel. Yeah. Dior.
Gosh darn golly, you're right.
When you're young, and I say this because I was in your shoes. I had you when I was your age.
I think that story right there may be the most effective birth control deterrent.
Well, I was married. I was married when I had you. Okay.
Because you gave me the information.
Yeah. Because I think that you need to discuss with your kids the real.
But no matter what you discuss, they're going to do what they want to do. Case in point, why we're here now.
Very true. Very true. But at least I don't have, nobody can call me grandma.
That's true.
So I think there's a win in this situation.
That's true.
It's not all a loss.
Very true.
There's a win in this situation.
That's true.
I had you when I was you. I was your age. Okay? That's why I look like I'm, this, it's black, so crap. I mean, yeah, the Birkins, but just saying.
You just gave me the information.
Yeah. Yeah. Your father and I, we were so excited to be pregnant. We were. But once you came, I was not prepared to be nobody's mama. I had to learn.
I mean, I was a stellar kid. This was a team.
Woo!
Wee.
Ooh.
As far as the dating circuit goes, that's also trash.
The pickings is slim.
Also garbage.
And these chicks out here now, everybody doing stuff for TikTok, Snapchat, and Reels. Like, sit down. Let me explain something. Let me explain something to y'all ladies. Because you can twerk, does not necessarily mean that you're going to be able to keep the dude. Okay? Because after a while, the twerk don't work. Did you peep the rhyme?
I did. It was amazing.
Let me say it one more time. After a while, the twerk
doesn't work anymore, ladies. Doesn't work anymore.
You have to have substance. You have to be able to hold the conversation.
Hold it, then mold it.
And not conversate.
Don't conversate. Don't talk.
Converse.
Converse. Not the shoes. The action.
The action of conversing. When people say conversate, no. Like we have to get past the level of the aesthetics. Because you can look the bomb, you can do all the filters on your camera and on your pictures to make yourself look a certain way. But how do you look in the mirror? I'm just saying.
It's tough.
I'm just saying.
It's very tough. It's very tough.
So they give some examples of type of things that you've experienced on the scene.
I think it's an easier way to. Okay, let's see. I like for interactions with people, for the most part, especially if it's dating or whatnot. For whoever I'm with to fill the cracks and where I'm bad at.
To pick up where you lack.
There we go. If I'm an indecisive person, it would be helpful if you were decisive.
Because two people say, what do you want to do? I don't know. What you want to do? I don't know. What you want to do?
Then we're stuck in the parking lot of
what you want to do?
Figure out an option. But yeah. I mean, communication. That's it. That's really the crux of this. Actually, communication is the number one deterrent for me dating anybody.
Communication is the key to any relationship.
I have the perfect date. Go to Starbucks. Whoever can write the best email. That's how you figure it out. Take a bunch of girls to Starbucks, have them write an email. Depending on how they write that email. Depending on if you court that. Right?
And you're writing the email to whom?
Maybe an employer, like pretend it's an employer, give a sample. Like,
so you want a female to give you a cover letter?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. Okay, hear me out. A bunch of different criteria for a grading process, then once they write the email, right? Then, no, wait. No. Just scratch the email idea, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Communication. That was okay. Yeah, that's what happens with my brain. Communication. People suck at communicating. If I send you a text message at 11:59 a.m. and you don't respond till 2 p.m. the next day and say, sorry, I took a nap, there's a problem.
So now, maybe it's because I'm your mother, but there are times when I text you and I don't get text back for hours.
I live with you.
Yeah, but you could be gone, and I'm like, okay, so and so and so and so. Don't forget.
That rarely happens.
You don't even respond to the group text that
we live with each other.
Yes, but everybody responds to what I send.
I'm going to see you in 2 hours.
Yeah, and you don't give me the response then. You're talking about something else.
We're always talking about what we're supposed to be talking about, I would think. Give me an example.
I sent how many links today?
We live in the same house.
Case in point. Have you responded to any of the ones that I sent?
We live in the same house.
Answer the question. We've eaten dinner together. We were talking in the room earlier. Have you responded to any of the links that I sent?
You already know my sentiments regarding this.
Yes or no?
No.
Thank you. So you have these requirements when it comes to other people, but you don't adhere to those requirements yourself, buddy.
I absolutely do.
You absolutely don't.
How don't I?
So if you don't live in the same house, then that means they have a time frame in which they have
to
respond to your text. I'm just asking. I need to, I'm playing devil's advocate.
We're talking about courtesy here.
Okay, courtesy.
Chivalry.
Okay.
Decency, actually.
Decency. Okay.
You don't have to, right? But if the parameters of our relationship are such that we are in a constant communication, like we're trying to establish something, like, I mean, just say the truth, maybe that works.
Well, a lot of people aren't really used to saying the truth. Because
there's the problem right there, right?
Life, especially now, is built on facades.
I agree.
Life now is built on what you portray to others, not what you really are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The era of social media, I feel, has been a disadvantage to, I won't even say your generation, because at least there was a time when you didn't have it. It wasn't around the whole time.
Yeah.
But like the generation coming behind you, like Winkies, oh, it's a wrap.
We just missed it. Like
We're on the cusp.
Barely survived
of the social media era. Yeah.
I made it through the cracks.
Like, you knew what it was like to play outside.
I did.
On the block.
I played basketball in the rain.
Like Omarion or Usher.
In a uniform and a coat. That happened.
Woo!
with crates.
As the rim.
That existed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and I think it was different for you too, because you've experienced both sides of life. You've experienced the suburbs, and then you've experienced the hood, you know? So
It's the urban here.
it was the hood.
Yeah.
It was the hood. So, and you've gone places, you were exposed to a lot of things growing up. So you have a little bit of more of an outlook that is expanded beyond just your your immediate radius. You know what I mean?
I'd agree. But I would argue that there's people that have done the same, if not more than I have, and are still,
Stuck.
yeah, there's the better word for it. Maybe not stuck, but I think it's more of a idiosyncratic thing that we're talking about here. Because for me, at least, I'm a person that likes to learn. So it's one thing to travel somewhere, but it's another to actually learn the culture and actually be invested in what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know many people that are learning a language at my age, other than like starting to learn a language. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to have already been doing it in school, or you know,
Nina.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I think that plays a part in my dating situation as well, or not plays a part in who I am, which reflects my success or failures in the dating.
Okay. Do you think that there's a cultural aspect of it as well?
When you say culture, you're saying like black and white, like
Doesn't
race,
necessarily have
ethnically?
to be black and white, because
So when you say culture, what kind of culture are you referring to? Like our family culture?
yeah, more so.
Uh, yeah, like I said earlier, you know, the honesty facet of it, how honest we are with each other in here, definitely reflects that. But even within the family, I feel like I still have traits that are unlike the family.
Definitely.
I've developed unique traits that are outside of both sides of the family. You know.
And I think because of the fact that I allowed you to kind of find your inner voice, you think you can use that same voice with me, when it comes to certain situations. But yeah, you do. Perhaps. Yeah. Yeah, you do. Finding somebody that gets you, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody that also has some of the same things that you like in common. You know what I mean?
I don't look for that, weirdly enough. I don't look for likeness.
So if you dated someone that didn't know anything about music,
that's an issue.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying.
It's an issue, but there's always room for compromise in those situations, right? Because no one comes to you perfect in any sense of the word, right?
I'm not
Nobody's
asking for
saying
perfection.
That. I'm not asking for it either, right? But I'm saying I'm not looking for things like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for us. I mean, you're gonna have some cross sections where you do find common interest, right? For the most part, I'm not looking for that.
Okay, what about if they never saw The Wiz?
That's fine.
That's fine?
That's perfectly fine. Because there's so many other areas where we can agree that The Wiz kind of looks like a, very minuscule thing to worry about. Here's the thing. When you first date somebody, right, that first few months, the puppy dog stage, that's because everybody's doing things in environments that you're likely to get along in.
Mm-hmm.
If you take somebody to an amusement park on a first date, of course it's going to go well. I mean, if it goes awry, then it's just a bad first date, right? But typically, if dates work or you're liking a person, it's because things are supposed to be going well because you're doing things to make things go well. It's not until that like 4 or 5 month period, if you're lucky, that you're just like, oh, hey, wait, this person, the douche. That's because something happens at a point where you disagree. And that's the first time that you see that person in disagreement mode.
And that's why I've always been a proponent of, on the first date, not showing your representative, but showing your true self.
Yeah.
You know, there's women that would go out on a date with guys, but because of the fact that they don't want to appear to be any type of way, oh, I'll just have a salad or some soup. Knowing you hungry, knowing you want to get the fish tacos, you know, with, you know what I mean? But I'll just have no. Give me the filet mignon with asparagus. You know what I mean?
It's superficial.
Superficial. Like, just be yourself and not try to be so perfect. There's no perfect person. But the thing about it is, and I blame your kind for this.
My kind?
Yes.
What is my kind?
The male persuasion. Because y'all have this thing where y'all be wanting these chicks to be out here looking like these Instagram people. And then if they don't, then you say things like, this is why I don't date. Yeah, we're okay. I'll leave it.
Like I said, it's an idiosyncratic thing because as a 75-year-old man, I use my Instagram probably twice a year.
So if you met somebody that's always just like, wait, come on. You know, want to take a selfie, make fishnets.
I don't even put myself in places where those people are.
Well, like, let's say you meet somebody and then, you know, y'all go out and she's just like, she's on her phone. She's like,
I don't attract those kind of people.
I just got a DM.
Kind of
Let's take a selfie.
I don't attract those kind of people.
Okay.
In my last, maybe that was a bad decision. That was a bad decision. It was a bad decision. It was a bad decision. And it was off the heels of another bad decision, but a bad decision nonetheless.
Yes, it was a series of bad decisions.
How old was I then?
Everyone, I tell
18?
you. Was it your 18th birthday?
Had to be.
It could all.
Yeah, it would definitely. Maybe. No, was it 17?
I think it was 18.
I think it might have been 18 too.
Yeah, I don't know, but it was
18 and 21 are two completely different years.
No, yeah.
Drastically different.
Yeah.
18 and 21 are completely different years. Alcohol tasted way different at 18 than it does at 21.
You've never drank alcohol before?
Not drinkable alcohol. Sometimes I'm sneaking swigs of isopropyl in the bathroom over there.
Exactly.
It's not good.
Was that when we went to Laurel Hill, right?
It was when we went to Laurel Hill. Shout out to Laurel Hill.
It was late. Shout out to Common, who tore down the house. Thank you.
Shout out to Common too.
I would have rather just see Common instead of late remixing every song on one album. She remixed every song on the album. Nobody came to see. No, I didn't come to see the house version of Everything is Everything.
She was great. When you hear the original, listen to the CD. I haven't.
Anyway.
Let's see. Sonora.
So, what's the moral of this story?
Don't date. It's a waste of time.
Do you see any glimmer of a silver lining?
Yes and no. Yes and no.
Why yes and why no?
Why no is because for the next few months I plan on obsessing over personal goals. Yes, because there's a lot of people out here. But at the same time, the process of going through these people seems daunting and uninteresting. So I'm kind of, yeah. So I take that back.
And you know what? There's females that feel the same exact way.
Well, I guess we're all going to be single.
I doubt that.
I mean, listen, I'm not going to shy away from something that looks okay. Something being a situation, not a person. Something that looks okay.
Mm-hmm.
If the situation seems appropriate and decent, hey.
And they can formulate emails properly?
Got to be able to formulate emails.
What about text messages?
Skill. Text messaging is actually an underrated skill. I'm a great texter.
You are. When you do text back.
When I do text back, that's important. That also plays a part in being a great texter. But yeah, I get my tone across in my text messages.
Mm-hmm. There's an art to conveying your emotions behind a text.
Because what could read 5 different ways. It could be like, what? Or what? Or what? You know, I feel like all 3 of those are the same. But yeah, you get it.
Or what?
There it is. Mm-hmm. That's what I was looking for. But I'm just starting to get good at calling people.
Yes, you've been calling me too.
Yeah, see? Before I was anti-call. If I'm texting you, do not call my phone. I hate that. I'll pick up, but I don't want to talk to you.
But with resistance.
With absolute resistance. I'm going to let it ring for maybe 4 or 5 rings, if it allows 4 or 5 rings.
Too bad the days of slamming a phone down doesn't exist anymore.
I don't get the same from the boop, boop, boop. It just doesn't work anymore.
No, it's just like, bye.
I might get a flip phone just for that. Just to keep, okay. You don't get that either. The clap of the,
yeah.
It's just glass now.
It just
press the button.
Yeah.
Or you hit your AirPod.
Yeah.
You loser.
Like, bye.
Well, I'll call you back. Yeah, a lot of people are really bad texters. That's important. But if you're a bad texter, be a good caller. Can't be the bad texter and a bad caller. That's too fast. It's a communication that you're bad at. Written and verbal, you're bad at both. Might as well be mute. What's the point of you having the ability if you're not going to use it? You know?
Don't miss the continuation of Mother to Son.